Namaste, dear students. Today also, first of all, I want to welcome you to our English class of grade 10. I hope today also you are ready with your necessary materials, and they are, yes, your English textbook, notebook and pen or pencil. And can you tell me what we are going to do today? You are right. Yes, we are going to deal with the comprehension exercises. Before that one, what did we learn in Unit 13 on the Reading 1? Can you tell me? Yes, you are right. We read the text about the population, okay? Comparative study of population for 100 years, okay? And today, based on the text, we are going to do the exercises. So for this one, are you ready? Good. So if so, first of all, I want to make you recall the unfamiliar words and their meanings that we discussed in our previous class, so that it will be easier for you to do a task. Okay? So without any delay, let's begin our today's task. So for this, you have to be very active, okay? Now, I want to begin. So all of you read this instruction, please. Yes, you are right. The instruction is recall the following words and their meanings that we discussed in our previous class. And those words might be unfamiliar for you, and we discussed, that's why I want to make you recall. So surpassing. So can you remember the meaning? Yes, incomparable or outstanding. Okay, you just remember it. Okay, assumptions. So what is it? Things that are accepted as true or as certain to happen without proof. Okay, we don't need any proof. Next, mortality. What does it mean? Death. Good job. Next, can you remember projection? Yes, it is an estimate or forecast of a future situation based on a study of present trends. Okay, saying something about future based on the present, evidence or scenario, Next one, relatively, comparatively. Next, demographic, relating to the structure of populations. Next, offspring, a person's child or children. Next, stabilization, the process of making something physically more secure or stable, okay, keeping it remaining as it is, Trajectories, what does it mean? The paths followed by a projectile flying or an object moving under the action of given forces. Next, peaked, rising to a peak. Next, populous, having a large population, densely populated, okay, having more number of population. Disparate, essentially different in kind, not able to be compared. Now, after recalling these words and meanings, you have to do a task based on the text, and that is match the following words with their correct meanings. Now, you have to match these words with their meanings here. Now, the first word in A we have is populous. Which one is the correct meaning? You just read and try to find out its right, correct meaning. Okay. B, mortality. C, projection. D, demographic. E, peak. F, stabilization. G, trajectory. H, surpass. And I, disparate. And we have the meanings here. 1, a path followed by something. 2, relating to the population and different groups within it. 3, an estimation of what figures will be in the future. 4, the process of making somebody or something unlikely to change. 5, having a large population, densely populated. 6. To be greater than something or exceed. 7. The number of deaths in a particular situation or period of time. 8. Completely dissimilar. And 9. To reach the highest point or value. Dear students, I hope you might have done this task while I am reading the words and their meanings for you. Have you finished? Not yet? Okay, no worries. Okay, now you can do it. Good. I hope you might have finished it. So, let's discuss the correct meanings of the given words. Now, A, populace. Which one is the correct one? Can you tell me? Okay, all of you tell me once again. Oh, yes, you are right. See, having a large population, densely populated. It's given in 5. So, have you all matched with this meaning? Good job. You are right, Likewise, again, we have another word in B, mortality. So, which one is the correct meaning that you have matched with? So, all of you read it loudly once again, please. Oh, yes, you are right again. The number of deaths in a particular situation or period of time. See, have you all matched with this one? Oh, great job. Yes, you have got the meanings of these all words. But we have some more, okay? So, see now, projection. Which one is the correct one? All of you tell me the correct meaning again. What is it? Okay, repeat it once again, please. Okay, let me show you. I don't want to say now whether it's right or wrong. You try to find out. Okay, you check with me. Oh, yes, it is an estimation of what figures will be in the future. Is this your answer? Yes, you are right again. Good job. Now, demographic again. So, what is it? All of you tell me once again loudly, So, can I show you the right answer now? Correct meaning? Let me show you and check whether you are right or wrong. And it is relating to the population and different groups within it. Correct? Good. Next one is again peak in E. So, what's the correct meaning? Oh, yes, I think it's very easy for you. So, the right correct meaning is to reach the highest point or value, and it's given in 9. So, do you have the same meaning here? Good job. Now, stabilization. So, what is the correct word for it? Meaning. Now, let me show you and check whether you are right or wrong. Oh, is this your meaning? Good job. You are right again. The process of making somebody something unlikely to change, remaining same, okay, somehow. Now, trajectory. Which one is the one? Meaning. So, repeat it once again. What is it? Okay, now again let me check. The meaning of trajectory is a path followed by something. So, got it? Good job. Now, another word in H is surpass. So, what does it mean? So, what is it? All right, you are right again. To be greater than something or exceed, more than something, Now, disparate. What does it mean? The last one, no option, okay? But you need to know the meaning, okay? That is completely dissimilar. So, have you got all the meanings correct? Good job. Bravo. You have done a good job, man. Okay. Now, next one is next task. What is this? Yes. Complete the following sentences with the correct information from the text. Now, you have to pick out the correct information from the text and then fill in the blanks to complete the sentences. So, I want to read the sentences for you and you also read with me together. A. The highest population growth rate in the past 100 years was. Now, I just want to give you a clue here. You can find its information in the second paragraph of the text. Now at the same time, you can turn to the pages of your book and look at second paragraph and try to find out this information. What is it? Okay. B. Population growth rate is likely to reach ... by mid-21st century. And again, you can find this information in the second paragraph. Got it? I have given you the clues, okay? C. The factors that determine the growth rate of world population are... Now again, what is the information? Source in the third paragraph. Okay. Now D. In the early 2020s, Eastern and Southeastern Asia had ... population. So you can find this information in the fourth paragraph of the text. Now E. The population of sub-Saharan region is likely to reach ... by the end of 2040s. And again, you can find this information in which paragraph? Ninth paragraph. In the ninth paragraph, you can find information for this sentence. Now next, F. The low level of fertility will cause a fall in population size of Europe and Northern America by ... Okay. Where do you find this information? Good. 10th paragraph. Alright. Now the last one, G. India is likely to exceed the population of China by... You have to find out the year here. And you can find that year in the last paragraph of the text. Now dear students, I hope you might have searched the information from the respective paragraphs that I have given you the clues in the brackets. See, A, you can find this information in the second paragraph. B, again in the second paragraph. C, in the third paragraph. D, in the fourth paragraph. E, in the ninth paragraph. F, in the 10th paragraph. And G, in the last paragraph. Have you got it? Good job. Now, I am going to check your information and you can check with me, and if wrong, you can correct, okay? If not, good job. So, shall I begin now to check your information in the blanks? Good. If so, now first of all, you have to tell me the highest population growth rate in the past 100 years was... What is the correct information here in the blank? Okay, let me show you and check whether you are right or wrong. Is this your answer information? Good job. 2.1% per year. Okay. Or if you write here only 2.1%, also okay. Also right. Okay. 2.1%, or you can write down 2.1% per year. Is it clear to you? Good. Now B. Population growth rate is likely to reach... Now again, you have to write down the data here by mid-21st century. In the second paragraph again, what is it? What's the data here? Again, tell me loudly. I want to listen to you. Alright, it is below 1% per year. See, if you write below 1%, that can be also right, okay? Below 1% per year. So, is this your information in this blank? Good. Now, see, the factors that determine the growth rate of world population are... Now, you have to tell me again. Factors, components, that determine the growth rate of world population are... What are the factors, components that you find in the third paragraph? What is it? Okay. Yes, you are right again. That is fertility and mortality. Okay. The factors, components are fertility and mortality. If you write down here growth fertility, that is also correct. Okay. You can find there growth - fertility. This is what you can write down again. D. In the early 2020s, Eastern and Southeastern Asia had... Now you have to write down population. So what will be the population? Sorry, what was the population in the early 2020s? Fourth paragraph. What is it? What's your information? Now 2.3 billion. Have you written it? Wow, good. This is how you have to source the information. Now E. The population of sub-Saharan region is likely to reach... Again, you have to write down the number of population here by the end of 2040s. So what's your information that you can find in the 9th paragraph? All of you tell me once again. Yes, it is about 2 billion, or you can write down about 2 billion. Okay. So if you write only 2 billion, it's fine, correct. And if you write about 2 billion, correct. Now F, the low level of fertility will cause a fall in population size of Europe and Northern America by. Now you have to find out here the year, Y-E-A-R, year. So what's the year here? You can find in the 10th paragraph. What is it? Yes, late 2030s. Have you got it? Yes, good job. Now Z, India is likely to exceed the population of China by. In the last paragraph you can find. So what is it? Information. Now without any delay, I want to show you 2023. Is this your information? Good job. You are absolutely correct in finding the particular piece of information for the blanks. Now we are going to do another task based on the text. So can you guess what is it? Yes, undoubtedly it is question answer. All right. Now the first question we have here is, what was the size of the world population in the mid-20th century? So for this one, you have to go back to the text, and here to your easiness, I want to show you the paragraph from the text, and at the same time you can look at your book also. All right. Now you can find its answer in this paragraph. Now can you tell me in which line do you find its answer here? See, what was the size of the world population in the mid-20th century? Now you can find today the world's population is more than 3 times larger than it was in the mid-20th century. It took around 37 years since 1950 for human numbers to double, surpassing 5 billion inhabitants in 1987. Furthermore, the global population is estimated to double again in about 70 years, rising to over 10 billion by 2059. So, which line do you find to get answer for this question? Now, what can be your answer? See, so today's the world population is more than 3 times larger than it was in the mid-20th century. So from these two lines, or you can say this is the line, okay, from here you have to find out the answer. So what can be your answer? Now can I show you? Have you written it, or you can tell me orally right now? So what is it? Yes, your answer should be 3 times smaller than today's population. Okay, now here is the comparison between today and mid-20th century. So more than 3 times larger than it was in the mid-20th century means 3 times smaller than today's population. And dear students, you can write down only the necessary information for your answer. Okay, it's not necessary to write down complete full sentence. Is it clear? Good. Then I want to go to the next question, and that is B. And what's the question here? All of you read now. Yes. What was the fastest population growth rate in the past century? So you can find its answer in this paragraph. Okay. At the same time, you can turn to the page of your book also. Now, can you tell me in which line you find this answer? So I want to read it. You also read once. Okay. Quickly. Over the 100 years, the world population was growing the fastest, particularly between 1962 to 1965, when it was increasing on average by 2.1% per year. Since then, the pace of population growth has slowed by more than half owing to reduced levels of fertility. In 2020, and for the first time since 1950, the rate of population growth fell below 1% per year, and it is projected to continue to slow in the next few decades and through the end of this century. The global population could grow to around 8.5 billion in 2030 and add 1.18 billion in the following 2 decades, reaching 9.7 billion in 2050. Now, I don't want to explain you because we discussed in our previous class. You just try to find out the lines where you can find this answer. So which is this line? Yes, see, you can find your answer from these lines. Over the 100 years, the world population was growing the fastest, increasing on average by 2.1% per year. And what does the question say to us? What was the fastest population growth rate in the past century? So can you write your answer right now? You can write or you can tell me orally. So what is it? What is it? Got it? Now I want to show you the answer. See, 2.1% per year. See, 2.1% per year. Is this your answer? Good. Like this, again we have to source the answer for question given in C. Why has the population growth rate declined in the recent years? Now, why the population growth rate goes down? Why? Now, you can find its answer in this paragraph. So, you just read it once and try to find out the line. Okay? Are you reading? Good. I hope you might have finished reading. Now, can you show me the line where you can find its answer here? Where is it? Which is the line? All of you tell me loudly. Okay, let me show you whether your line's correct or not. You can find answer. See, slowed by more than half owing to reduced levels of fertility. Okay, so what can be the answer? You can find slowed by more than half of owing to. Reason you can find. Why? Reason, you know, has the population growth rate declined in the recent years? You have to find out the reason here. And what's the reason here? Now you can find reduced levels of fertility. So what can be your answer? Have you written? Okay, now you can tell me, share your answer with me. And it is reduced levels of fertility. Okay, the fertility level is going down. That's why there won't be more population and it starts declining, going down. Okay, so this should be your answer. Reason, you know, reduced levels of fertility. Got it, dear students? Good. Then we have another question here, that is D. All of you read the question. Have you understood the question? What is the predicted, see, estimated world population size by 2050? So I think it's easy for you. See, you can find here 2050, 2030. So if you read these lines, you can find answer. So first of all, find out the line where you can find its answer. Have you got the lines? Okay, whether you are right or wrong, let me show you. See, reaching 9.7 billion in 2050. So what does the question say to us? What is the predicted, see, predicted, guessed, estimated, okay, world population size by 2050. Now reaching 9.7 billion in 2050. So what's your answer? All of you tell me loudly. Now, can I show you the answer? Yes, it is 9.7 billion. This is the predicted world population size by 2050. All right. And if you want to write full sentence, no problem. Okay, but it's enough for us. Now, next question. E. How do fertility and mortality contribute to the size of the population? Now, first you have to understand the question. Do you understand what does this question say to us? Yes, you are right. It means that how do fertility and mortality, means these components, these factors play a role to increase or decrease the population size in the world. This is what you have to find out. And for this one, you have to understand the meanings of these words, fertility and mortality, in the context. So where do you find these words? Can you show me the line? Now read it once. Have you got it? So you can find, see, growth rate, fertility and mortality, the projection of the global, you can find here uncertain. Uncertain means the number of population is not sure. It can be up, it can be down, you know, based on growth, fertility and mortality. So for this, in this context, you have to understand the meanings of these words, fertility and mortality. So Can you write down the answer? Okay, have you written? Now tell me. Your answer should be, once again, tell me please. Yes, fertility helps to increase and mortality to decrease the size of population, helps to decrease the size of population, okay? Because fertility means giving birth to the baby, and here mortality means we have understood death, and death helps to decrease the size of population. So, got it? Good job. If so, again we have another one, F. So, what's the question? Read it again. Which countries contribute to the largest population in Eastern and Southeastern Asia? So, you have to understand the question first. Which countries? You have to find out the name of the countries that help, to the largest population, and where? In Eastern and Southeastern Asia. And where do you find this answer? In this paragraph. Now, it's short paragraph, so read it quickly now. The world's two most populous regions in 2022 were Eastern and Southeastern Asia. You can find these words in the question. 2.3 billion people, representing 29% of the global population, lived in this region. See, 29% of the global population lived in this region. Central and Southern Asia had 2.1 billion population, representing 26% again. China and India accounted for the largest populations in these regions, with more than 1.4 billion each in 2022. So here your job is just to find out the name of the countries. So what are the countries? Where do you find answer? Yes, you can find China and India. See, accounted for the largest, you can see here, largest population in Eastern. Population in this region means Eastern and Southeastern Asia. You have to link up, reorganization. We have to reorganize the ideas, So some ideas are here, some ideas are here, and you have to link up your understanding, okay? So undoubtedly, I think you can tell me the right answer for this question. So what are the countries here? Yes, you are definitely correct. China and India. Good job. So China and India contribute to the largest population in Eastern and Southeastern Asia. Good job. Next, G. Why will population regions have a different population variation in the next 30 years? First, understand the question. Why will? Now you have to find out the reason. Population regions have a different population variation, means in some parts of the world there will be more population. In some parts of the world, there will be less number of population. Why? What is the reason here? You have to find out reason, okay, for the variation of the population. So, you can find its answer here. So, you just try to locate the answer. Find out the lines for your answer first. Have you got it? Oh, it's short paragraph. I hope you might have got it. In the next 3 decades, the region of the world will experience different growth rates of their population, okay? So, what is the reason? Different growth rates of their population. It means that in some of the parts of the world, people will have less number of population, somewhere more. And that is why, because of fertility, maybe mortality, these things. Got it? Well done. Now, H. Which countries are most likely to contribute to the growth of world population by 2050? So again, understand the question first. Which countries? You have to find out the name of the countries. And those countries, what's the role of those countries? To contribute, to promote, see, the growth of world population by 2050. It means in which countries the number of population will be more. So, you have to find out in this paragraph. So, read it and underline the lines from where you can find out the information for this question answer. Are you reading? So, have you got the lines? Okay, let me show you. See, where? Did you find out these? The Democratic Republic of the Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, India, Nigeria, Pakistan, the Philippines, and the United Republic of Tanzania. And you have to, let's say, link up the idea. See, now here more than half of the projected increase in the global population between 2022 and 2050 is expected to be concentrated in just 8 countries. Now which countries? 8 countries are there, and the name of the 8 countries are given here. See, you can see the underlined one. The population of the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the United Republic of Tanzania are expected to grow rapidly. So here simply we have to write down the name of countries. So what's your answer? What are the countries? Yes, Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, India, Nigeria, Pakistan, the Philippines, and the United Republic of Tanzania. Easy? So what to do? First you have to understand the question clearly. Don't be in a hurry, okay, to search the answer. First understand the question very clearly, and then you have to have a thorough reading, and then you have to locate the information, and from where you have to write down your answer. Is the idea clear to you? Good job. Now after this one, we have come to the another section, that is pronunciation. So here we are going to pronounce some words. We are going to practice pronouncing some words, okay? And what type of words are given here? Can you tell me? Okay, first of all, read the instruction for it. The sound, see, this is the sound means you have to pronounce ra, okay, ra, not r. R is alphabet, okay, letter. But when the, this alphabet is kept in the slant bars, then it becomes sound, ra, okay, ra. Remain silent while pronouncing the word world. So how do you pronounce this word? W-O-R-L-D, world or world? World, world, how do you pronounce? W-O-R-L-D, world or world only? Do you pronounce their raw sound, or raw sound remains silent? How do you pronounce? Now pronounce it 3 times and try to find out yourself whether you pronounce their raw sound or not. Interesting. What do you find? Raw sound is pronounced or remains silent. Now we are going to practice whether the raw sound is pronounced or not. Pronounce the following words correctly and write them in the right column. So if you want to pronounce this word according to British pronunciation, raw sound is silent. We have to pronounce only world. See, world, no raw sound, silent, and this is what we are going to do. And here are some words to practice. For example, F-U-R-T-H-E-R-M-O-R-E. How do you pronounce? And you just realize, find out whether you pronounce here raw sound or not. F-U-R-T-H-E-R, further or further, more or more. How do you pronounce? You just try 3 times, okay? Then F-E-R-T-I-L-I-T-Y. This raw sound is pronounced here or not? Fertility or fertility? You just try to realize yourself. Done. Good. Now G-R-O-W-T-H, growth or gout. Raw sound is pronounced growth or gout. How do you pronounce? Again realize. Raw sound. Now U-N-C-E-R-T-A-I-N, uncertain. Do you pronounce raw sound here or not? Uncertain or uncertain? Please practice 3 times and try to find out whether raw is pronounced again or not. Done. Next, F-U-T-U-R-E, future or future. How do you pronounce? Again raw sound. Pronounced or not? Please practice 3 times and you just tell me. Okay. Now next one, experience, E-X-P-E-R-I-E-N-C. This raw sound again, pronounce or not? All of you try. Experience or experience? How do you pronounce? 3 times only. Okay. I will show you. Comparable, C-O-M-P-A-R-A-B-L-E. Raw sound again, pronounced or not? You just try. Good. Now Z-D-R-O, zero or geo? Zero or geo? You just try again. D-I-S-T-R-I-B-U-T-I-O-N, distribution or distribution? Raw sound. What do you think? Likewise, B-I-R-T-H, birth or butt? Birth or butt? Ra is there or not while pronouncing. Now the last word we have here is concentrated, concentrated or concentrated, Ra sound again. Now after your practice, I want to show you whether the particular Ra sound is pronounced in these all words or not. Now you can observe this table. See, pronounce with Ra sound, growth. You have to pronounce it growth, Growth, growth. Alright. Similarly, you can find experience, experience, experience or experience, both E or A, okay, but Ra sound is there. Experience or experience, Ra sound is pronounced. Next, comparable, you can find here Ra, comparable, okay, comparable, Ra sound is there. Next, ZRO, zero, Ra sound is again there, zero. Here is Ra sound, okay, I am pointing. Distribution, again Ra sound is here, distribution. And here concentrated, concentrated, we have Ra sound here, concentrated. So while pronouncing these words, you have to pronounce Ra sound. But I know you have a confusion, how to know whether we have to pronounce Ra sound or not. After talking about this one, I'll give you the idea, okay. Now furthermore, furthermore, now here is not, Ra sound is silent. Furthermore, furthermore, see, this Ra is also silent, this Ra is also silent, this Ra is also silent here last. Furthermore, okay. Fertility, now fertility, no Ra sound here. Fertility or fertility, no sound. Ra sound remains silent. Now uncertain, no Ra sound, uncertain, okay. Now future, again no Ra sound. But no Ra sound. Now after practicing, observing this table, whether Ra is pronounced or not, can you tell me how to know whether Ra sound is pronounced or not? No. Don't worry, I am here to help you. So for this one simple idea you can apply in your pronunciation. For example, you can see GROWTH. So after R or Ra sound, if there is vowel, see O, then you have to pronounce Ra sound. See here also EXPER, after R we have here vowel, okay, we have to pronounce. Here comparable also you can find, after R there is vowel, we have to pronounce. Here 0, after R we have O, again vowel, you have to pronounce. Here distribution, see R, Ra sound, and then again there is vowel E, distribution, so we have to pronounce. And here also same, after R there is vowel. So it means you have to understand, after Ra sound, if there is vowel sound immediately come after Ra sound, then we have to pronounce Ra. We cannot keep Ra sound silent, okay. But now you can see further, after R or Ra, what is there? The sound. The vowel or consonant? Consonant. If after Ra there is consonant, then Ra sound remains silent. See, after Ra there is the, th, okay. Here is after Ra there is ta also consonant sound. After uncertain, Ra there is ta again, uncertain. Future, here is also, this is last one, and generally the last part Ra sound is silent, that's why it is not here. Now but, Ra, again tha sound, tha is again consonant. So from here simply you can understand, if Ra sound, there is vowel sound, after Ra sound immediately we have to pronounce Ra sound in the word, and if there is consonant, you know, at that time Ra remains silent. And in British English generally, if Ra sound is at last, at the end of the word, they don't pronounce. So have you got the idea pronouncing these words with Ra sound or not? Good job. But don't forget to practice in your free time. And another suggestion to you is that if you have online dictionary, please don't forget to listen to the pronunciation of this sort of words in your free time. Dear students, now we have come to the end of our today's class, and I have a work for you. And the work that you have to do in your free time is Do you think the world population will increase as projected in the text? Discuss. Now, this answer can be yes, this answer can be no. So, if you based on the text, then you can keep your own logics. Because of these blah 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 reasons, yes, the population will increase as projected in the text. Or because of these blah 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 reasons, you can write down, no, the population will not increase. So, it is based on your reasons, logics, okay? And be based on your text and try to do this one. And you can share your ideas with your classmates and your English teacher. Now, we have come to the end of our today's class. I hope you might have got the ideas to do comprehension task from the reading text. At the same time, you have learned to pronounce the words with raw sound or without raw sound. Please keep practicing in your free time. It's all for today. Have a wonderful time. Goodbye.